This video is being brought to you by Cutting Edge Gamer. If you upgrade graphics cards often, Cutting Edge Gamer is the perfect option for you. Lease the newest graphics cards on the market, such as Nvidia's RTX 20 series, for a low monthly payment. Click the affiliate link below in the description to find out more.
Usually I roll my eyes and think it's annoying when a company tries to launch a competitor to Steam, but Epic Games with the Epic Games Store may lay a world of hurt on Steam, and Steam/Valve should be very, very nervous. Let's get into it. Skip it up and that up. So if you remember, I would say maybe about a week ago now, I did a story initially on how Valve was changing their revenue sharing service. Initially, Valve, since its inception, would give developers 70% cut of the revenue, and Valve would take 30%, which has been pretty much the industry norm. Well, due to competition and AAA games leaving the Steam digital distribution platform, Valve realized they have to change their revenue sharing model, and they did so. Once a game reaches $10 million of revenue on Steam, the revenue share goes to 75% for the developer/publisher and 25% for Steam. And once a game hits $50 million of revenue on Steam, the share goes to 80% for developers and 20% for Steam. They're trying to incentivize AAA developers to stay on Steam and not make their own competing platform. Well, while that move for Steam to give developers a bigger cut of revenue share when their games hit certain tiers is smart to keep them on the platform, Epic Games, out of nowhere it seemed like, took the wind out of their sails and came out with the Epic Games Store. Now, as of now, there is virtually nothing on there. I just literally turned around and checked on my computer to see, but Epic is trying to make their version of Steam shape up to be a true competitor. First off, they're offering a much bigger cut of revenue to developers. It's 88% for developers and 12% for Epic Games from the ground up. There's no revenue tiers to get that big chunk of revenue. They're also going to try to make the Epic Games Store more community focused than Steam is. And for developers with their AAA games that sell the games on the Epic Games Store that use the Unreal Engine, they'll cover the 5% royalty fee. Epic will cover the 5% royalty fee for using the Unreal Engine. So there's another reason for developers, if they use Unreal Engine to develop games, to put it on the Epic Games Store. So they're not messing around. Granted, again, there's barely anything to buy on the Epic Games Store as of now, but they're shaping up to be a true competitor to Steam. And if things keep going the way they are, Steam will finally have real competition. I guess you could say Origin has been pretty good competition for Steam, but Epic seems to really know what they're doing, and this I see as the first true threat to Steam. Now, we know that Valve/Steam from time to time offers free games on Steam that you could just download. It's for a limited time. Like, someone will put out an article and, hey, go to Steam now for the next 48 hours, blah, 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 game is free. And they're usually a lot of times decent games. But, well, Epic, again, is stepping their game up, no pun intended, with the Epic Games Store. And every 2 weeks, Epic is going to offer a free game. So let's just say 2 games a month. And it's going to start off in December with these 2 games. Subnautica is going to be available on the Epic Games Store for free from December 14th to the 27th. And from December 28th to January 10th, 2019, Super Meat Boy is going to be free. Now, the first game, Subnautica, which on the Epic Games Store you could start getting for free on December 14th, is a first-person survival game. I just watched some footage of it. Personally, admittedly, I haven't played it, but it does look interesting. And Super Meat Boy, which you could start getting for free on December 28th, has been around since the 360 days, and it's a phenomenal platformer. It's tough as hell, but it's on everything, and yes, it's been around for a long time, but it's an excellent game. And again, on the Epic Games Store in late December, you could start getting it for free. And it's a very good marketing tactic that Epic Games is using. And if you think about it, what a great way to get people to sign up for your service. Hey, every 2 weeks, guaranteed, and the game will be free for 2 weeks. I could get, even if it's older, a quality or a decent, whether it be indie or AAA title, for free, and I know that every 2 weeks a new one's going to pop up. Sign me up, man. Not the random stuff like Steam does. Steam, I feel like, now we're doing a promotion so you get this game for free out of nowhere. If people expect and know they're going to get a game for free every 2 weeks, that's going to make them want to sign up for the service. Now, again, Epic Games is in its infancy. There's not that much there at all that you could purchase right now, but it's a good start. Epic has a name. They're the company behind Gears of War and that little game called Fortnite that not too many people know about. But all of these are good signs, and I'm happy to see a company finally truly be a competitor to Steam. Now, like I said, Epic, if you do by some very off chance actually see this video, you have to make sure your customer service with the Epic Game Store is top notch. That's one thing I gave Origin back in the day when I had issues with, I purchased Dead Space and I couldn't, for some reason, it wouldn't let me run Dead Space on any computer I tried it on. I actually talked to a human being and they helped me through and figured out what the issue was, and they got Dead Space running for me. It was awesome customer service. As a matter of fact, I think I made a video on it. And that's what I want to see with the Epic Game Store. Because whenever I've had problems with Steam, I feel like I'm throwing a letter in a bottle and throwing it in the ocean, and hopefully a Steam representative on the other side of the ocean picks it up. It's that bad. They've gotten a little bit better, okay? Valve admitted back in the day that their customer service was god-awful, but it's still, for how big Steam is, nowhere where it needs to be. And excellent customer service is crucial, and you need it to be a true competitor and a true alternative to Steam. If you have the customer service, people will go to you in droves, I guarantee it. Now, if a lot of you say that I'm having conflicting opinions on a competitor to Steam, you're right. What I don't like seeing now I'm all for competition, and I'm all for having a few options to go to for purchasing games on my PC and downloading them digitally. But like I've said before, I don't want to see every single company try to make their own Steam competitor, so I have 30 different pieces of digital distribution software on my computer. It's starting to happen. It's driving me nuts. And if that ends up being the case, where we get flooded with everyone trying to be a Steam competitor and we have to have 70 different pieces of software from 70 different developers because they all want to compete with Steam and not give Steam a piece of revenue, it's going to hurt PC gaming. I'm predicting it now. Not saying that's exactly what's going to happen, but if it does, and it seems like it could, it's going to make PC gaming very frustrating and very inconvenient. That's one thing about consoles that I do like, is that when you want to buy a game, the companies have to go through Xbox's store, or have to go through Sony's store, or they have to go through Nintendo's eShop. They can't make their own alternative downloader for the Xbox One or the PS4 or the Nintendo Switch. So that's a convenience factor to gaming on consoles. You just download them all in one place. You gotta just remember your password and your email that attaches to your account for your PS4, Xbox One, or Switch, and you just download your games that you purchased and you're good to go. It's going to be a mess on PC if everyone's trying to compete with Steam, and I hope that doesn't happen. I'm all for competition, and I'm all for a few different options, but not a billion. I don't want to see it go there. That'll make PC gaming a mess, and honestly, it'll turn me off to PC gaming if that ends up being the case. But having a few different digital distribution products like Steam and Origin and Battle.net and the Epic Game Store, so on and so forth, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a few, because then they have to compete to give us a better product, and competition is good. Healthy, rational competition is good. Not everyone going and trying to make their own digital distribution software like it's a gold rush. That's not good. I don't want to see that. But what Epic Games is doing with the Epic Game Store, I'm liking, and I think that Steam really needs to step their game up to remain the top digital distribution dog. Again, no pun intended. Be interesting to see where the digital distribution platform is and all the competition is about a couple years from now. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.
Hey, congratulations! If you made it to the end of the video, you should subscribe to Review Tech USA so you can hear me blabber on some more. Also, too, starting this month, I will be live streaming solely on Twitch. I'll have a link to my Twitch channel below in the description. And last but not least, make sure you click that like button. It helps out the show big time. See you guys in the next video.